What's up, jabronis? Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited today, guys, because for the first time in quite a while, we are on a fun family adventure in today's video. Unfortunately, our oldest kiddo wasn't able to join us. He splits his time between our house and his mom's house, and he's currently spending time with her, and I'm sure he's having a great time, and he'll be able to go on plenty of adventures with us in the future, and he's already been on plenty in the past. So today it's just me, my lovely wife Ashley, and our youngest son Liam, and we are at a beautiful campground ran by the Campgrounds of America. We have stayed here before. It was a few months ago. Around my birthday is when we stayed here last. They have this beautiful pond on the property that you can see right behind me that is full of really nice, pretty fish. Not a lot of huge ones, but I caught a ton of small bass last time we were here. And the cabin that we are staying in is absolutely stunning. For a very affordable price, we paid like 70 bucks for a night to stay here. You've got electricity, you've got a couple of beds, and you've got AC and heat, which is basically all you need and is really worth it for that price point nowadays. So we're gonna have a ton of fun today, guys. We're gonna do some fishing, we're gonna grill out some great food, and we're just gonna relax and keep it a little low-key in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get to it. All right, jabronis, crack an adult bevy, and we're gonna grab a rod and go make a few casts here at the pond. See if we can't figure out if the fish are active and feeding today. We're gonna be launching the kayak later to go chase these bass a little bit more thoroughly, but for right now, we're just getting settled in with the family and relaxing. The wife is currently feeding the baby. So we're just gonna go toss a frog around and see if anyone wants to eat topwater today. Let's get down here, try not to fall and bust my rear end. All right, jabronis, we have had a pretty great afternoon so far. We got here, got settled in. I did a little bit of bank fishing just to chill out for a little while. We relaxed inside the cabin, and we just got back from doing a little bit of swimming, just hanging out, getting the baby in the water, having some fun. Now it is time for me to get the grill fired up and get working on some dinner. I'm gonna be grilling up some steaks tonight with some vegetables, some potatoes, and it's gonna be really good. I know it's just gonna be delicious. This is one of our go-to meals whenever we're out camping. It's one of my wife's favorite things that I cook. So I'm gonna do like I always do and just throw it down on the grill. We're gonna have a good meal, and then after dinner, we're gonna get out on the water and start chasing some bass for real. Let's get to the cooking, enjoy this meal, and have some more fun, guys. Alrighty guys, dinner is down the hatch. Mama and the baby just went to lay down and cool off and try to get the baby to take a little nap or go to sleep for the night. And now it's time for the fun part of the evening. We're about to get the kayak launched on the water and hopefully go find some fish. Let's get to it, guys. All right, guys. Alrighty, guys. It's been a little while since I've been out on the water with the chest camera on, but you know what? Since this is a laid-back session, I think this is the perfect time to do something a little different, throw on the chesty and just kind of relax while we fish. Starting out with some top water. I'm throwing a frog right now. Ooh, we had a hit. Oh, there's something back in here that wants this frog. I just don't think whatever it is big enough to eat it. Oh, there was our first hookup of the night, guys. First hookup. Didn't get him to the boat, though. There we go. Nothing humongous, guys, but there's a fish on a frog. You can never go wrong with some top water. You can never go wrong with a top water. There we go. Little fish, big frog. Not bad. Let's get this guy back in the water. Well, we had another fish on. He wasn't very big, and he spit the frog before we could get him to the boat. Right here I got a Zoom baby brush hog, black with blue flake. This used to be one of my favorite baits. I actually haven't thrown it in a little while, and I found one just laying in a bag of random plastics when I was packing up for this trip, and I figured, oh, I might as well use this up. There we go. Nothing huge, but we got another fish. This one's on that Texas rig with that baby brush hog. Got him right in the snoot here. There we go. Little fishy. There we go, guys. They're buried deep in this cover right now. Deep, deep, deep in the cover. Really? Look at this, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a big green sunfish. Nice sized green sunfish, but that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Small dinky bass number 4. Dude. Oh, we're finding all the dinks, guys. I want bigger fish. There's gotta be something in here bigger than these little dinky things that we've been catching all night. It's dark, guys, but we managed to catch another one here in the dark. And there we go, another dinky little fish. Ooh. Alrighty, jabronis, we are back at the cabin. We're hanging out with the missus. The baby is snoozing, and it's been pretty good so far. We caught a few fish, nothing really to brag about, but we caught some fish, and this trip is not over yet. We are going to hang out, watch a movie, then probably grab some shut-eye, and first thing tomorrow morning when that first light hits, I'm going to be back on the water, hopefully to find some more fish and even bigger fish this time. We're going to enjoy the rest of our evening, and I will catch all of you guys in the morning here in just a few seconds. Good morning, jabronis. Sun is out, baby's awake, and I have to admit, I slept in a little bit more than I intended to. I expected to be on the water right around the time the sun was coming up, but I was just enjoying laying in bed with the family a little bit too much. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize for that. I'll probably get on the water and do a little bit of fishing for a couple of hours before we get out of here this morning. Hopefully catch a couple of fish, hopefully catch a nice fish. But for right now, I'm just having fun sipping my morning monster and hanging out with my baby boy and my wife. All right, guys. It's like 8:30, so it's definitely a late start for me at least. I'm normally on the water way before this if I'm doing morning fishing. But you know what? I am a lot more excited right now than I would have been at like 6 o'clock this morning. All right. It has been a while since I've thrown a Cinco, to be honest. But you know what? I think that this will be the perfect scenario for it. There we go. There's a fish. This might be a little bit bigger than everything we caught yesterday. Not by much, but there's a fish to start the day on the old stick bait, the Cinco. Well, this is probably a yum dinger if I'm being honest. To be honest with you, a lot of these stick baits I got in like a big container, a big tackle box when my grandpa passed away, and I've just been working my way through them ever since then. So they may not be, so they're not official Yamamoto Cincos. Well, we had a fish. He definitely had a hold of it. Whew. There is a monster green sunfish, guys. I mean, goodness gracious, look at this thing. He's bigger than my hand. Yeah, that'd be something that someone would love on their dinner table tonight. Big, big sunfish. Whew, back to the water. Man, these fish are not very big, but they do love to fight. They've got some aggression in them. They've got that 10-pound mindset. There we go. Dinky, teeny, tiny bass. There we go. That might be the fattest fish that we've caught so far on this trip. He's definitely been eaten. Still not a very big fish, but he's been eaten. There we go. There we go. Yet another dinky little bass on this 4-inch, 5-inch Senko. There we go. See, this is what I'm dealing with. A bunch of these guys keep coming after my bait. And most of them, while they're big sunfish, they're not big enough to get this 3/0 hook in their mouth. These things right here are becoming the bane of my existence. There's like I think this is what's called a red breast. I don't see a whole lot of these here in Oklahoma. There we go. That's a pretty fish. Got some big shoulders. Whoa! Gosh, guys, I don't know if you saw it, but that fish like just jumped out of nowhere and tried to topwater attack my Senko. I threw it back over there and he got a hold of it. That's probably the nicest fish we've caught in 2 days. Not by much, but he's definitely got the right attitude. Holy smokes. Gosh, that was probably the most exciting moment out on the kayak we've had this entire 2-day period. That was crazy. There we go, back to back, baby. Going back to back on these bass. There we go. There we go. It's starting to pick up a little bit where we seem to have found like a area that has a lot more bass than the previous ones. You know, these spotted bass have a tendency to kind of school up in the summertime. They always say if you catch one spotted bass, you better keep making casts where you were, because there's probably more. Look at this, guys. This sunfish actually was able to get a full mouthful of that freaking Senko. There we go. Shit. Tiniest little bass, but we got him. Oh, whoa, how did that... Ah, there we go. You threw yourself out of the water on that one, guy. There we go. That is hands down the biggest fish we've caught so far, and he's not even very huge. I would say that's like almost the first proper fish. They seem to be getting bigger as we're finding more of them, so there might be a decent one waiting in the depths for us right as we speak. There we go. Dude, hold still. There's a decent fish. Second biggest fish probably I've caught. Alrighty, jabronis, we are back at the cabin, off the water, and even though this trip has been a lot of fun, all good things have to come to an end, so it's time for us to pack up, hit the road, and head back home. Like I said, we had a lot of fun, caught a bunch of dinky fish, grilled out some good food, hung out in the cabin, watched movies. It was a trip that we definitely needed. The only thing that could have made it better is if our oldest boy would have been able to be here with us. But as I said before, he'll be in plenty of other adventures here in the future, and he's been on plenty in the past. With all of that being said, it is time to wrap up today's video, guys. If you stuck around until the end of this one, thank you so very much for doing so. Before we can get out of here, I gotta send a quick shout out to our Jabroni of the Week right up here. Thank you so very much, and if you are interested in being our next Jabroni of the Week, be sure to drop a comment on today's video and tune into our next one to see if you were selected. I love all of you, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. And remember, if it ain't Joe, it's gotta go. Angler out.